Aloha everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Leilani Soon, also known as Hapa Dancing Queen, and here on this channel we talk about things that are related to dance as worship, pageants and personal development, language and culture, and things along that nature. So if you like those things, welcome. And today we're going to talk about being a cultural ambassador. Like, what does that even mean? It may not be something that's talked about a lot, but it's something that's really important to me, and I'm excited to share with you guys some thoughts that I have on being a cultural ambassador. So first of all, like, what is an ambassador? So an ambassador, my definition is someone who is representing others. So someone who is going or coming on behalf of a group of people or peoples to bring to another place, to bring representation of these people or this or I'm saying this culture or cultures to these other people. So example, when I was blessed to have been represent Hawaii at Miss International in 2010, I was blessed to be a cultural ambassador, where I was representing the Hawaiian Islands and our Hawaiian culture to the world on this stage, to 72 other countries, to the Chinese people. And it was really something that was an amazing experience. And it really meant a lot to me. And I wanted to make sure that I represented to the best that I could Hawaii, our people, and especially our Hawaiian culture properly and respectfully as much as I could. So yeah, so being a cultural ambassador to me means that you are taking the culture or cultures that you represent, that you are a part of, learning as much as you can the best things about them, the things that really make you proud, the things that are so special and unique to those cultures, and then embodying them and then bringing them to life for these other people. Here in Hawaii, we are blessed to be a very diverse place with many different cultures, many different people, many different languages coming together in this special magical place called Hawaii. And yeah, like Hawaii, if you've never been, we welcome you. If you have been, we thank you for coming, and we thank you for those who continue to come, because Hawaii is truly a special place in my heart, and not only my heart, for many people. In fact, most people that live here, Hawaii is a very special and unique place in our hearts. So with all these different cultures and languages coming here together, even in our history, when we had sugarcane plantations, and we had different immigrant groups, Chinese, Portuguese, Spanish, Japanese, Korean. We just had all of these different ethnic groups coming to Hawaii to help work on the plantation. We also had our our indigenous people, our Native Hawaiian or Kanaka Uiwi people, another name is Kanaka Maoli, that have been here for long time. And yeah, so just the coming together of all these cultures, now we have and their languages and their food produced a new culture, what I think most people would define as local culture. So we have even, our language, Pidgin, which is the grammar structure of Pidgin or Hawaiian Pidgin is based on, I think it's similar to Hawaiian language grammar structure, but then the words are different. I mean, English words, but then used with different, there's also, Chinese, Japanese, Portuguese, anyway, when you hear it, you'll understand. I am not good at speaking Pidgin, so I I won't try. I can imitate sometimes if someone's like speaking to me, that I can sort of, but really I don't, so I don't want to. Anyway, so this blending of people, blending of language created local culture, but it is all based on Hawaiian culture, which is the host culture here in Hawaii, which I am so proud of to be a part of. And it means so much to me to be a part of that blood-wise, but not even just blood-wise, but culturally. There's so much, and every culture is so rich and has so much to share. But yeah, like, so Hawaiian culture, as an example, is something very important to me that I am always learning. And there's always, in fact, I bet you will never be able to absorb the whole depth and breadth of, example, Hawaiian culture and Hawaiian language, because it's so broad and could go so deep, and there's so many different areas. I do dance hula, which is our dance and of the Hawaiian people, and but even in that, there's so many different chants and so many different songs, and language is so important also, to be a cultural ambassador, because the more you know about your language, the more you know about your culture, and then the more you can share that with other people, which creates understanding and awareness, and then building bridges of connection and community, which I also love. I love to see when people come together around different languages and different cultures. And so an example of, when I was at Miss International, it was really interesting to see the different cultures come together around the different languages. So example, all the Chinese speaking countries like China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore, like there were so many countries that spoke Mandarin in addition to Cantonese. I did study some Mandarin for 2 years after college, and in college. So I was thankful that at that point I could at least join in the conversation and understand. It also helped to translate for people that may not have spoken those languages. It also helped me to be able to communicate with the staff and the Chinese people. Yeah, there's a whole lot there for, that, and I will save that for another video. But what I'm trying to say is to be a good cultural ambassador, as much as if you can learn the best, the things that make your heart sing about your culture and your language, those special things, if you can learn them, embody them, know them, and be able to share them, that is such a gift. That's such a gift to people that may be new to your culture, maybe new to your language, and may be curious as to what you are sharing, what you bring, like what are your gifts. I mean, you have so many gifts as individuals, as queens, as women, men also. Every single human being has so many gifts and talents. But so coming back to cultural ambassador, I would highly encourage you to start to dig into your personal history and your background. Like, where did your parents come from? What is your background? Where did your grandparents come from? And what cultures and what languages do they know? Do they speak? What are the stories? What are the traditions? What are the practices? What are the best things that you know and love, or can know and love, and then be able to learn and share with the rest of the world? So I'm super excited to hear more about your stories, about where you come from, where your parents and your grandparents come from, and what those traditions or practices are that you are excited to share with the rest of the world. Songs, music, dance, all of these are so important in every culture. So I hope this will inspire you to want to know more about your own culture and background. I'd love to hear you sharing your stories and ideas in the comments section below. So please feel free to do that. Also, please join our free Skool group where we talk about these kind of things, as well as dance, as worship, and personal development and pageantry things. So we welcome you to our Skool group, which will also be linked below. So Thank you so much. Mahalo nui loa. 감사합니다. 谢谢大家. And we'll see you on the next one. Okay. Aloha.